Ho, ho, hold those holiday bills. On today's show, we're going to give you 10 tips on how to save a little bit of money over the holidays. So welcome to Financial Brew. My name is Candace, and I'll be your guide as we take another journey into the financial verse ho-ho version. Coming in at number 10 is, well, a cashback rewards credit card. So with all of the purchases that you have to make over the holidays, everything from groceries to turkeys to gifts, well, you want to be throwing those on your credit card so that way there you're reaping the rewards that that card will provide. It will add up over the month for sure. However, you want to make sure at the end of the month you're still paying off that full balance. Because if you don't, then you're going to incur interest, and that will sort of defeat the purpose of the cash rewards. So we're using basically the cards simply to get that free money, which is a good thing. Now, to help keep your spending in control, we've got at number 9, spending limits. So it's good to have a spending limit and to be keeping track of what we are spending as we move along. So for example, we'll say that your spending limit is $1,200 for December. So keep track of what you're doing. And what's beautiful about this is when you go into a store, if you see something that you weren't planning to buy, well, then you start to question yourself. Oh gosh, I got $120 left. Do I want to spend $20 on that fruitcake? I'm not even sure if Aunt Irma likes fruitcake. So she probably doesn't. Don't buy it. That spending limit will definitely help you prevent them impulse buys. Now let's move on to number 8. So number 8 is all about a budget. And you might be thinking, well, we already have a budget. We got that spending limit. Well, I'm not actually talking about a bigger budget in the sense of one that runs throughout the year, because otherwise, if you have a $1,200 budget, that's a lot of money to be coming out of the pocketbook in December all at once, not unless you've set it aside. So if you're planning to spend $1,200 at Christmas, then start in January. Put away $100 a month, and then you'll notice after 12 months you've got $1,200. It helps spread the pain a little bit across the entire year. So that way there you're not left with a big hole at the end of that month. So budgeting, huge. Create a Christmas fund or a holiday fund, and I think it will definitely pay off for you. Now number 7 is all about Christmas lights. Now a lot of places the laws have outlawed the older lights, the ones that eat up all that electricity. But if you have lights that you've had for years and years and years, you may want to go through them. If you have them old incandescent light bulbs, just, throw those sets away. Go and buy some LED ones. By switching from old incandescent to LED, that will save a lot of money on your electric bill. Now, I know once they, of course, burn out all on their own, you'll have no choice. But do it now. Start saving. That's always the best bet. Plus, it's good for the planet. So that's kind of a nice little side effect as well. Number 6. It's all about gifting. When you are giving gifts, we like to wrap them in pretty paper and bows and all of that fun stuff. And as pretty as it is, it adds up a lot. So with people you regularly gift, start using gift bags. Agree. Say, hey, look, I'll use a gift bag this year. You use a gift bag for me. And that way there next year we've already got the bags and we can save some money. So that's a beautiful way to save money. Now, when it comes to people who perhaps are not really going to get into the gift bag area, one thing you can do, especially if you have kids, is you can buy very, very cheap craft paper. And by using craft paper, you can wrap the gifts with craft paper, sit the kids down as a Christmas activity, and give them some colored pencils and crayons. And they can decorate the craft paper. They can draw reindeer and Rudolph and, all of that fun stuff. So it's a great way to keep the kids busy and at the same time save a little bit of money, which is kind of good. Now, here's an interesting thing when it comes to gifting. So a lot of times now, especially lately, everybody's been ordering like crazy from Amazon. You probably already have Amazon Prime to save on your shipping. But if you don't have Amazon Prime and you're planning to order some things online for the holidays, Well, now's the time to grab Amazon Prime, even if you just keep it for that month of December, because the amount that you can save in shipping is very significant. If you're ordering things, of course, from someplace that's not Amazon off the internet, try to see if there's maybe more than one item to cover a couple of gifts. Because then that way there, if you order them at the same time, it will actually cut back on your shipping costs. Instead of paying two separate shipment payments, you pay one based on the weight of the two of them, but overall that would be cheaper. So that's one of those things to keep in mind. So that there, of course, was, as I said, that was number 5. So number 4, and this one's going to be a slightly controversial. It's all about regifting. Every year, I mean, how many of you have received a gift that you're never going to use? It's just going to sit there. I mean, you have options. You could certainly throw it on Marketplace and make some quick money on that item, or you could use it as a regift. Because, you know, if somebody gives you something that you can't use, you may have a friend that can use it, and that would be a perfect gift for them the following year. So there's nothing wrong with regifting. Just remember who gave you the gift, because you don't want to regift it back to the person who gave it to you. That gets a little bit on the awkward side, but, you know, it's all about saving money, right? Okay, so now number 3, and we're just going to stick with the theme of gifts. So a lot of times, one way to save money is to do a group gift. So for example, if there's 3 kids and you want to give a gift to mom, instead of you each spending like $100 or something on your mom, you could find something nice that she wants that's maybe $250, and each of you then split. So that way there, the 3 of you end up paying less than $100. So you've saved money, and your mom's got a really great gift that she's going to love. So that's a way you can do that. You can also do that for birthdays too. There's a lot of things that works for, but group gifts are very economical. So that's one of those things that you want to think about. So number 2, well, with everything costing so much and with buying over the holidays, maybe the best way to save that bill from getting out of control is to look at setting up a Christmas side hustle. So there's many things you can do. If you're crafty, you can make crafts that will sell at the Christmas craft shows, and that can make a ton of money. If you're artistic, you can design t-shirt designs, sell it on places like Teespring or Redbubble, or Amazon even has as well as a shirt store. So there's all kinds of different things that you can do to make some money at Christmas. So that might be a thing. Or if you're a photographer, maybe see if one of the malls wants somebody to take pictures with Santa. There's lots of different ways that you can make some extra money at Christmas. So that's one of the things that can sort of help offset the costs. Okay, now number 1. So number 1, it's all about the Christmas cards. Christmas cards are insanely expensive. Plus you're paying postage. And why? Now you could go online, and there's card companies there. They will charge you money, but you don't even need to use them. You can go to a site like canva.com, for example. They have tons of templates for Christmas cards. You can just grab a template. You can personalize it. You can, add your own little message to whoever you're giving it to, download it and send it to them, all for free. So that can save you an absolute ton of money. Those are our tips on how you can save some money over the holidays. Do me a favor. Obviously, there's more than 10. In the comments down below, why don't you add some of your favorite tips and see what we can get. And maybe that way there, we can really help a lot of people save some money this year. And keep in mind, too, that the whole idea of the holidays is it's all about the feeling of the holidays. It's about being nice and compassionate to each other and all of that fun stuff. It's never really about the money, but we're a financial channel and we like to save the money. So Canadian Tire used to have an old commercial that was like, give like Santa, save like Scrooge. Hopefully you can do that this year. Anyway, it has been wonderful putting this together for you. Hopefully we've saved you a little bit of money. In the meantime, if you do like this video, be sure to hit like. Also hit the subscribe button. Maybe hit that little bell so you know when I post new videos. And that's it for me this time. So once again, thank you for taking another trip into the financial ho-ho version. We'll see you in the next video.